Hello everyone, welcome back to Bobman MTG Plays MTG. Today, we are trying to redeem ourselves from some terrible performances in the Aether Revolt draft leagues. Yeah, they've been pretty miserable results, as anybody who's been watching knows. So we're going to try to redeem ourselves. Now, again, I still have not studied the format, so I don't expect that anything is going to go any better. But a man can dream, can he? A man can dream. I know we went live right away. I didn't post anything to the Facebook, but as some of you may know, past streams are available on our YouTube channel, which you can find either on Facebook. You can find a link to it, or on the bobmanmtg.com website. Not that there's any reason to watch them if you want to learn anything. Just posting to the Facebook to let everybody know we're going live. Alright. So we still need 2 more people in the queue, but my strategy now is to pick good cards and to play well. I mean, I don't think I misplayed any in the last set of leagues that we entered. It's just the decks weren't good enough. I don't know why. Oh, come on. Why would you leave a league? You want to be in the league. You want to be in the league, man. Be in the league. I'm not sure. I haven't actually done any research at all into whether there's any reason to be in the intermediate league versus the friendly league. Let's try to learn some more. We're going on the customer support page and seeing. All right, so Aether Revolt Intermediate Swiss. Entry, yeah. 3 match wins gets 5 boosters, Kaladesh booster, and a QP. 2 match wins, 1 and 1. So, I mean, obviously the single elimination is one part of it. No, is it? I guess there's no elimination. Friendly. No, that's sealed. I don't know. Rampager seems like a sweet card. It's a 3/4, and there's plenty of ways to enable it. Plus, it kind of takes people out of that whole mindset of energy cards if you pick these. Like, obviously, this is the pick. It's a 3/4 for 1 mana. Like, there's nothing better than that. And there's plenty of energy producers in the set. They're not always great, but this card's ridiculous. It's a bomb for 1 mana. Like, how are you going to argue with that? You could play it and leave up mana for a trick. Like, obviously, there's some bigger things in the format, but for 1 mana, this is ridiculous. So, I'm not even going to waste time. I'm just going to pick it. And I'm going to go back to the information here. All right, friendly single game. So, nope. What? How many rounds are there in these? 10 matches? What? I don't understand. This card's pretty awesome. Obviously, it doesn't get everything. That card's okay. Ice Over is pretty good. 3/3 for 5 flyer. Verdant Ornamenton's okay. You can probably pick those up later. +1/+1 counter strategy. On raw power level, I'd say maybe the Harpooner, but it's tough. Maybe I just want the flyer. 6/6 crew 3. It's a pretty big blowout card. I like this card. It's everything vigilance. Druid's okay. This card's okay. Consulate Dreadnought doesn't ever turn on. Aether Swooper's pretty good. Maybe I just take this guy. I like the Gears Renegade. I like the Infiltrator. They're both okay. This implement's kind of terrible as far as implements go. Ravage Intruder could be good. I'm going to stay on theme, but I think the Swooper might be better than this. I'm not sure, though. No, I'm going to stay on color. Rogue Refiner, that's a pretty sweet one. Spire Patrol is also good, but I don't know if I want to jump into a splash already. I'd rather either take Refiner, which is sweet, or Inspector and start figuring out what I'm doing. I think on raw power level, I'm going to take Rogue Refiner. Like 3-2, draw a card, get some energy. Like, that's perfectly amazing. Hey, the Thief can be pretty sweet. It shuts down early plays pretty well. Rebuke is also fine if you have some things in the deck. Conviction triggers Revolt. I think, again, I'm going to stay on the energy theme, and I'm going to take the Aether Thief over some of these other cards. I'm not sure if it's the right pick, but I'm going to do it. Rallier is pretty good. Herbalist is fine, but it's often just a 2-2. That's the main problem with it. It looks like black might be open, but none of these actually are super powerful. I like Cruel Finality. I think it does a lot, but for my deck, I think I'm just going to take the Herbalist. I don't think it's going to do much. I think it's probably just going to be a 2-2, but it does have potential. And I don't really want to move into black given the power level of the cards I'm seeing. They're really not amazing. Alternatively, I mean, the Rallier isn't going to trigger very often, and I would like to have a target for it, so Herbalist is probably just safer. Again, more black cards that are signaling that black might be open. So I think to hedge my bets, I'm going to take the best black card out of here, because I don't think I'm going to be in white, and even if I am, I don't know how much better that card is. Alright, Destroy a Thing. This guy's okay, but Daring Demolition is probably the best card here. I don't know if my deck's aggressive enough for this, but it still seems like a sweet card. I don't think any of these other cards are super powerful, so I'm going to probably just take this for now and see what happens. Filigree Crow is okay. Ornamenton's pretty good. I don't think the 2-2 for 4 is going to end up in the deck. If I end up switching colors, though, it's still decent with the Salvager. Automaton's probably just okay. No Implement. This card's a good sideboard card if you're in black. It's just a 3-3 for 5, which isn't super impressive. I don't know if I'm ever going to play Lifecrafters Awakening. I'm just going to go with the Foundry Assembler. For right now, I'm going to move these to the sideboard. I might be in the wrong colors here, but we'll see. Silkweaver's not terrible. Reach 2-2 is fine. Yeah, I mean, that card's fine. It's not amazing enough to try to, like, take it just in case I want to be in white. Say last pick. Last pick. Nine cards. Could be worse. We have to see if we end up getting sort of cut out of green or blue in this pack. I don't know if the person right next to me is in them, but it doesn't look good right now. This pack doesn't really have too much for anyone. I guess the Reservoir Walker might just be the only card in this pack that I would play. Negate's okay in the sideboard, but it's not exciting. This guy's pretty good if you want to trigger thing. Like, I'm not cemented in blue right now. And I don't think this is good enough to take over a Felidar Guardian. This card just takes forever to go. I think I'm going to take the Felidar Guardian for right now. Vengeful Rebel's pretty good. I would take this if it was a couple of picks later, just in case, but there's also this guy. 4-3. I think we're getting sort of backed into a corner here as to to what's going on. I don't see any green cards, and the green is probably fine, but at this point I might need to consider whether I'm going to be in green at the end of this. As for black, this card isn't going to do too much. I'd rather be blue-white if I was going to end up switching, so I think the Windkin Raiders is the best card for me. That's not great. Bad, okay. Revolution's pretty good if I want to start moving, but I really don't want to start moving into that. My curve look if I stay green-blue. I guess the Reservoir Walker is just the only card in this pack that I can safely pick. I mean, this card's fine, but it's not amazing. This has the highest upside in the energy type deck. We need some reward in the next set. This card's pretty good. I'm not going to take another one of these. I feel like the early game is fine. I don't need to waste too many slots on it. Alternatively, I've only got one non-creature spell, so I might want to take the Prey Upon or the Leave in the Dust, but I'm not 100% on that because I don't have too many giant things to use this Prey Upon on. At the same time, it's premium removal, so I'm just going to take it. This would be great if my deck wanted that card, but it kind of doesn't. Cheddar's okay, 6/6 crew 3. Needs board presence in order to work. Her's probably the best card for me in here. I don't have any 4-drops, so I'd like to put something in that slot. I think the highest power level card might be the Rebuke, but I don't know how likely my deck is at the moment to play Rebuke. At the same time, I'm not going to get a chance to see a powerful card like that again, so am I passing this up? Yeah, I think I'm going to pass it up for Rebuke. This would be awesome if I was in red, but I'm not. I'm looking at the Watchful Automaton, or I'm not splashing that. It's not happening. I'm also not going to splash black at this point. Druid, maybe Verdant Automaton because it gets Windkin Raiders out. Yeah, I think at this point I might want to try to force that Windkin Raiders out early, so I'll take it. Another one, Jesus. Alright, we don't have too many tricks, like I said. We've only got 3 tricks, so I might just take this. I don't want another Reservoir Walker. I don't even want the first one, really. But this card can do some work, so I'm going to take it. Might just take another one. Card's not bad. Not in these colors. This card's a little slow. If it gets going, it's great, but I'm looking like my deck might be more aggressive than that card allows. I'll take a little mana ramp. Why not? Sideboard card at this point. I'm not playing any of those. Herbalist's fine. Alright. Alright, whatever. For right now, I'm going to leave this in the main deck. Deck is shaping up a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's got some things. It does some stuff. We need to get rewarded here in green mainly, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I feel like we're not getting rewarded in either color. Most of the cards that we have are just because I guess nobody else wants them. They just happen to work well with what we're doing. I'd like some more 2-drops, and I'd like some more powerful end game, but I feel like the middle is probably some of the more powerful cards available. At the moment, we have a lot of dead cards in the sideboard area. Alright, Torrential Gear Hulk lets us cast a couple of cards, but I'm still going to take it because it's a flash 5/6. Like, that's ridiculous. If it wasn't in here, I don't know if I would take Serpent. But at the moment, this card's just the best. I wish I had more instant speed tricks for it. We do have one counter spell that's probably going to stay in. So what do we have that works with Gear Hulk? We have that, 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 and I think that's it. This does not work with Gear Hulk. I think we just got lucky there. Obviously, sometimes you get a mythic and sometimes you don't. This is the best one that I could have seen. Handicraft's okay. Hunt the Weak is probably one of the better removal spells that I could think of. I don't think I want the High Tide Hermit. I wish that I was in red, but I'm not splashing that card. It's too much. This card's 5 mana. I don't think my deck wants to be doing that at 5 mana. Yeah, so I think the Hunt the Weak is the best card for us. It's a sorcery, so it doesn't work with Gear Hulk, but I will definitely take it anyway, because it's still good. Lost Legacy. Attune, that seems pretty sweet. Attune lets us play... It lets us maybe pick up another card in here to splash, but I don't think I'm going to. But I'm definitely going to play the Attune either way. It's a good card. Highspire Artisan's a good... It's not good, but it has reach. I like having reach available in the deck. Era lets you turn energy into cards. I don't know how many Artificers I have. I don't think I have too many. I might not have any at all. It's looking like I don't have any. I have one. I have one. So I might just take a tune and start cutting other things that aren't as good. But it's tough because I don't really want to start shoving tons of non-creature spells. I have 8 already. And I don't know what I'd upgrade. Probably these... Yeah, I still have upgradable cards, so I'm going to take the Attune. Thriving Turtle's probably fine. It gets a 2 energy, which is a turn 2 Rampager. I could see myself being able to take advantage of this card. I don't think the sideboard card is as important as something like this, especially with the Gear Hulk in the deck. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take these out for right now. Sage is a creature that goes in this deck. Right now I'm at 23 with 8 non-creature spells. Not too many super powerful things. I'd like more removal, but I don't know what I'm going to take out for it. I think there's definitely upgradable cards at the 2-drop spot that I might take this over. No, this card's premium. I'm going to take it. I don't know if it's going to end up in the deck. None of these cards are going to make the deck. I think the best one to have available is maybe the Ornamental Courage. Second Turtle. Do I want a Puzzle Knot? It's not going to end up in the deck. The Turtle might. It's an upgrade over maybe these Herbalists. I'm not playing Tezzart's Ambition. I could see myself sliding in Takedown for some annoying flyers. Cobra's okay. Death Touch is a good thing. It's a good thing. Let's see what we got going on. This is 25. I need to side some things out. Walker's not amazing. The Assembler's like god awful, and maybe an Automaton. But I have 9 non-creature spells, so I'm considering maybe taking out the Prey Upon, because I don't have too many things that I can do with it. It doesn't work with Gear Hulk that well either. And none of these are going in the deck. I don't know. Whatever. Puzzle Knot I can see sideboarding. I'm never going to play that. Alright, so this is 22. I need to make some decisions here. I think because of the Raiders, I might put back in the Automaton. And that leaves me at 15 creatures. Some of them are low power level. They're 2 2s and 1 3s, but they let me power out some higher cost things. Right now, this is what my curve looks like. I'm missing 4-drop completely, which is fine because I have 2 removal spells at 4. And at the moment, the only cards possibly going in would be... these. Nothing over here really is even on the option list. I feel like sideboard, 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 sideboard. The only thing is this an upgrade from something? And I don't know that it is. I don't really have too much going on. Trade Winds isn't really going to combo with that. It takes too much mana to make the Herbalist do something. Alternatively, these automatons are just 1/2s and this is a 2/2, but I don't see it mattering in the long run. Now, do I want to hedge more on the side of energy? I don't have too many cards that need energy. I just have cards that give me energy, which I guess is a problem. This is mainly the only card that uses it. Aether Thief draws cards. So this is probably the best card I have right now, which is kind of sad. So that's definitely staying in. Nothing else here actually uses energy at all. So this is going to be an all-star if I draw it. If I don't draw... Like, I should have taken the second one, I think. I've definitely made a bad pick somewhere. I guess the turtle also uses energy, and this kind of needs me to have energy. So, as far as adding artifacts, the only artifact I could see adding is this. But this is more of a payoff card than an artifact enabling card, like for the Raiders. I do have 3 2-drops that I can use to enable it, so I'm not super upset. The only consideration is whether I want this. I think I might want the Prey Upon over one of the High Spire Infusions. Combine groups. Followed by converted mana costs. Alright, so it's a pretty simple deck. It's asking me for 9/8 in favor of blue. I might want to move that in favor of green. So let's go 8 and 9. It might even be 10-7 actually because of the 2 attunes that I want to cast early. But I'm just going to go 9/8 because I think the likelihood of me not drawing blue when I want it is higher than the likelihood of me like wishing I had an extra green source. So I'm just going to submit like this. We're going to give this a shot. Essentially the goal is going to be to either get out Greenbelt Rampager as quick as possible and beat down, backed up with some tricks, or to build up some energy and use card advantage to take over the game with Shielded Aether Thief, I guess. Bit of a slow hand, but I'm not going to mulligan. I think the likelihood of me finding a hand that's more explosive is not high enough that I'm going to risk the mulligan. Alright, so we got a turtle. Unfortunately, we don't have a follow-up play, but we do have a 3-drop, so I can make this a 1/4 and beat in a little bit. Rogue Refiner also makes it a 2/5 for 1 mana. Definitely doing that because I don't need the energy for anything else. Blue-Green Mirror. For those of you who aren't 100% sure how the leagues work, you're not playing against people that were in your draft pod in general. You're playing against people in the league. So you could play against somebody who drafted the exact same colors as you, but it doesn't mean that they like had any effect on the draft that you were in. Right, so we get to smash. We get to make the turtle a 2/5. Nice butt. So like this guy drafted in an 8-man pod that had nothing to do with my 8-man pod. He's going to get in for 2. We'll see what his follow-up play is. If it's nothing, we have Rebuke. If it's something, we have Malfunction, so I'm not really scared. I also have Hunt the Weak. Yeah, so he's putting out a 3/2. So I can make my turtle a 3/5 or a 3/6, fight this guy with this. I'm not going to waste the Malfunction on it, I don't think. He goes up to 5 mana. He still has 4 cards in his hand. So if we play the leopard, we get 1 energy. That's not good enough to make the turtle bigger. Hunt the Weak makes us a 3/6, which is pretty sweet. And then we get to get in for 6. Alright, so we're going to do that. Yeah. Alright, our opponent is left with a lonely 2/2. But he has 5 cards in his hand, so this is far from over. But I do have a follow-up play on the Malfunction. Alternatively, if our opponent does something that isn't that scary and I can just beat in more, I might play the Walker so I could shove some more energy onto this guy. 0/5. Still has 3 cards in his hand. He's only got 2 mana up, though. So I can make this a 4/7. He can pay up to... He can make this a 4 power, so it's not going to stop me. Even if he puts both of them in front of it, it doesn't stop me. So I think instead of wasting the malfunction, I might play the Walker. It's riskier because it does leave me open to potentially getting blown out a bit. The alternative to that play is to just throw a malfunction on this guy and hope my opponent doesn't have a better follow-up. But I think that's riskier than just playing Reservoir Walker and pumping the turtle again. I know I'm putting a lot of eggs in my turtle basket, but because my opponent's on green-blue, I'm not as scared of that. He can make this a 2/3, which would block the Defiler, but it would die. So I'm going to do this and risk it. We tapped out. Might be dangerous, but I want to press my advantage. Alright, so he keeps his guy. I've got a 4/7 turtle with the follow-up that I can make it a 5/8 if my opponent doesn't manage to get rid of it. Okay, he plays his own refiner. Not that scary. But he gets an extra card out of it, so I'm not super excited. Now I have the advantage of being able to play like either one of these and leave up Rebuke, so that's nice. Fortunately, he gets more energy, so... Right, we have another land. So now we can play Malfunction and leave up Rebuke, which is kind of nice, because if he plays a bomb, we can stop it completely. He has 5 power if I malfunction this guy, which means he can't kill my turtle. But I have to leave the Walker back. Alright, so we get to get in for another 4. And we have up Rebuke, and we have a blocker in case he does something a little nuts. Opponent's up to 7 mana. If he taps out, he gets Rebuked. Hunt the Weak, and he has 3 mana left. I don't know. He can only pay 1 energy into this. I'm at 21, so that's not that bad. I'm going to let that happen. He still doesn't have enough power to stop this guy. He has a follow-up blocker that's kind of bad for me, but... Alright, 3/1. That doesn't really stop me, but it does slow me down a lot. Now I can play 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5. I can't play both and leave up Rebuke, so I think I just have to play Leopard. I don't think Rebuke's actually going to do anything, so I might want to leave shields down. But I take 3, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's see what happens first before I make my decision. Alright, so I'm not going to leave up Rebuke because it's unlikely to matter. Unless his last card is a freaking 7 cost. This card's probably not going to do anything. See, it wasn't. So he gets to pay green to draw a card, but he's tapped out and he has 2 life. Which means he has to leave at least a couple of things back. Yeah, he's leaving everything back. Alright, so I've got a 5/8. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power. If he wants to kill the turtle, he can put all 3 of these in front of this, but then if he doesn't put enough power in front of these 2, he just dies. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He can hit me for 13, which would be game if he survives. If I attack with everything, and he puts one guy here, one guy here, one guy here, he takes nothing. Yeah. And then he kills me. Oh, no, he doesn't, because he won't have enough power. He'll have less than 13. He has 1 card in his hand, so it might be scary. I'm definitely attacking with the turtle because I can't just not attack. The leopard kind of just gets eaten no matter... Both of these get eaten no matter what. So the question is... Well, he could put this in front of 2 different creatures. This is risky. I think because I don't really understand the board state. How can he hit me for 13? If he blocks both of these with this, it dies. So he doesn't have 13. He has 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 power. So he can't kill me on the backswing. I think this is going to set me up for disaster, but I have to do it. I don't think there's any way he can kill me on the backswing, though. My only hope is that his last card is a 7 cost, and this just screws him up. So he blocks those two. He's going to put this in front of here. Be able to attack me back for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will be at 3. Alright, you get to eat. You get to trade and eat one guy. Oh. He screwed up the way that he assigned damage, so. He would have been able to kill this, I think. I don't see how he wouldn't have. Alright, so the Scry is going to help him out. Hopefully, again, he puts like a 7 cost creature on the top of his deck, and I get to rebuke it. Or a 6 cost creature, or a 5 cost creature. Whatever. Malfunction. That sucks. So, he can't alpha, because then he'll die. I think this is the last turn I'm going to be able to use this, so I'm just going to use it. Because next turn I need to draw... Alright, so he's tapping out, so he can't do anything else this turn. I'm F6ing. I need to draw High Spire Infusion, I think, if he swings out. Oh, he can't. He's going to attack for 5, putting me to 8. That was a good draw. It's a 4-3 flyer. So if I attack with this, he trades for a guy, and I play a 4-3. He can still get in with this guy, but it won't kill me. He has 8 power, though, so if he does have a removal spell, then I'm just dead. Let's see what happens. I could easily just be dead right now. He gets a Scry, and he gets a card, and he has a card. So there's any number of things that could just ruin my day right here. He knows I'm out of cards, so. I have to block. What do I block? I guess I block the leopard. It's the most likely thing to kill me. I'm at 3. What do you got, man? You got 2 cards. He's got a 2-3, which kind of, and he gets to draw a card off of it, which is pretty good for him. I'm probably gonna lose this game. He looks like he took advantage of this pretty well. I need to draw something real sweet, and I don't know what that is. Tell you, it's not Greenbelt Rampager. 7 mana. He can't do that this turn, but yeah, I'm dead. All right, you got this one. Let's try another game. I might have put too many eggs in that turtle basket. I'm thinking the Take Into Custody might be good, or the Ornamental Courage. This only works on artifacts, so that's not going to help me. I didn't have any flyers, really, so I don't think that helps. I'm going to side out something for that guy. I think the game went on so long that the rebuke was just not good. Let's give that a shot. It's not a big switch, but we'll see. 1 land, mulligan. 1 land, but it is an attune. I will keep. This doesn't matter. Alright, let's attune for an island. This could still go very badly because I don't have a 3rd land. Well, now I get to do 2 things, so I'm happy about that. Attune for another forest. F6. What did you get? 2-2. Might as well attack, right? I don't have anything else going on. Gonna block. Now the question is, do I leave up trade? Nah, I don't leave up trade wins. I'll just play the Burning Automaton. Yes, seems smart. You should do it. This is weird. You put lands back into your opponent's hand. I've never seen that before. He invested a lot of mana into that. Alright, so I can hunt the weak that guy, make my guy a 2/4, kill his guy, or I can make this a 2/3 and kill his guy. I think I'm gonna do that. Puts the it spreads around the most love. I also still have the trade win, so I'm not too scared. This is good if he wants to use like Malfunction. This card is really good. Some scry every turn. If I have nothing to play next turn, I do have access to this if I really need it. See, like that is really good for me. I'm going to put more energy into this, even though I'm not 100% sure if that's a good play. Got 4 cards. I would like to be able to bounce this and then play it next turn, but I'm not sure if that's the best way to use my mana. It might be, because I get to get in for another 3 if that happens. So I'm going to just leave up mana. I don't think this Cobra is going to put much extra pressure on him, and I would like to be able to bounce his play, bounce my guy so that I can cast 2 things next turn, or a Reservoir Walker for energy. Alright, so he gets a Seed Sculptor and draws a card. He has a 2/3, which doesn't really profitably block my turtle. Alright, so we're going to bounce this, and I guess I'm going to bounce this, make him spend an extra turn on it. Alright, so we drew our mana, so main phase, play this. Attack, put more into it. Opponent has 6 cards in his hand and 6 mana, so he could easily get me here. Alright, 4/4. Doesn't have enough power to kill the turtle still. Yeah. I don't have enough energy for that. I'm just going to play Automaton because it gives me options. I also don't want to show this right now just in case it becomes relevant in the last game if I don't have to, because my opponent's at 9, so he's in dangerous territory. Alright, he malfunctions the turtle. I need to draw... I don't even know what I have for that. Replays that. We're going to put a counter on this since I have nothing else to do with my mana. Can make this a 3/4, which still dies to his guy, so he has 2 cards left. I think I just play Cobra and leave up the pump. He still has such a great advantage with this card. He gets to just scry and draw creatures every turn. It's really good. It came around a little late. I wasn't... Did it come around to me? I don't remember. I've definitely seen it in drafts before. Alright, so he gets to kill my Automaton. There's no point in putting any energy into this, right? Because it'll just be a 3/4 and still die. So, I'll let that happen. He's got a 5/5. I don't think he can attack right now unless he has a follow-up play. Even if he does, I can chip away with this Cobra. Or I could just block his guy with the Cobra, I'm not sure. I'm not logged in. Weird. Alright, I don't have anything to do. Drew a little dead there. Can't attack, have to pass. It's unfortunate. Opponent is going to be able to draw out of this very easily. He gets to scry every turn to find a creature. Or a trick. Or just put lands on the bottom of his deck. It's in for 5. I'm gonna block out the Cobra because I don't see why not. If his follow-up play is really good. Just gonna have 6. If follow-up play is really good, then it's just really good. There's nothing I can do about that. It just has to be bigger than a 3/3 anyway. Oh, that's right. You got a... Duh. And he gets to draw a card. And he gets to search for another assembler. Not looking good for me. I don't know what gets me out of this. I don't even remember if I sided in that ornamental courage or whatever. I think what gets me out of this best is Gear Hulk. Yeah, I'm going to take 4. Definitely has a follow-up play, and he gets to draw a card. Dang. A 2/4. Draw a card. Wow. This is getting out of control real quick. Oh, and he has another thing to play. Oh, it's just that. Yeah. I guess I have another turn, really. Or at least 2 turns to draw Gear Hulk. But at this point, even if I draw it, he still has access to this to get rid of it. So I need to draw Gear Hulk and somehow kill him that turn. Like, I guess if he taps out and I do it end of turn, I get him. But I don't know. It's tough. Like, right now he only has 6 mana up, so I guess there's a shot. I need him to tap out, or at least tap down so he can't do this. Play Gear Hulk as end of turn, bounce Malfunction, untap, and then alpha and kill him. That's the only way that I win. And I think now is the only time. Alright. Not going well. I don't think this card is particularly good. He used to get me for another 6. I gotta block at this point. I'm at 5. He might just leave this up so that he can guaranteed kill me, because I think he knows that my last card sucks. It's risky. Like, it's very risky. Alright. That's not gonna do it. Alright, you got me, man. You got me. That was rough. We're gonna go right into the second league match because I don't know what I'm waiting for. I might as well just join another one. Yay, we get to join a match. Hooray. We're versing that magic card guy. Nice to meet you, that magic card guy. So we got a turtle. I'm just going to keep in the hopes that we draw into some cool shit. Or that our opponent doesn't have a way to interact with a turn 1/4. Really not super exciting. I have the colors of mana I need, so any mid-rangey card that I draw is fine. Sage. Might as well attack. Yes. No follow-up. I know, it sucks. That's how we roll in the turtle world, man. We just play 1/4s. What do you got? Is it a Hellion? 2/3. Alright. It blocks my 1/4, which means I can't really do much next turn, unfortunately. If I draw a... Nope. Didn't draw whatever it is I was hoping to draw. So I can't do shit. I can prey upon that guy, I guess, but that seems really a waste of energy. I'd rather just leave up the Aether trade winds in case my opponent tries to kill my turtle. I'll just bounce it and bounce this guy. Give him a mana disadvantage because I can replay this for 1, and these are like 3 and 2 mana cards. Attack. Nope. Yep. I will block. Oh! Whoop! Whoop! Oh. Alright, you got it. Saves me a turn. I'm just hoping for the late games, though. If he wants to do nothing, I'll just leave up this trade winds all day. I want to get to 6 mana, though, so I can play a flyer. I also want him to try to use a removal spell. Oh! Here we go! Oh! Oh! Alright, I'm gonna block. Okay. Weird. Gets in for 2. Whoa. Sky Sovereign. Okay. Activate ability. Alright, trade wins my guy and I guess his guy. Do I want him to have that in his hand? Yeah, whatever. Five mana. He's gonna replay that, deal 3 damage to something, so it's kind of sucky. But at least I can put some stuff on the board. It's just gonna die. He's gonna use his turn playing the thing. He deals 3, right? I'm not crazy. Where's the chat? How do I open the chat? Oh, well, he's just gonna cast it. Yeah, 3 damage. Alright, so he kills my turtle. I guess. I don't know if he kills my turtle. The main issue here is I have to wait to play this thing because otherwise his Sky Sovereign just freaking kills it immediately. And even if I wait, like, he can easily just crew it and kill something. How much is the crew? Crew 3. He's got 3 cards in his hand. I guess I block. Not looking good for me. What do you have? Oh, +1. Alright. You get it. I'm boned. He did it to my guy. Misplay of the century, bro. Now, how much is crew 3? So if he has a creature with 3 power, he just kills my 4/3 flyer. I really don't like that. I guess I wait a turn. Because I'm not blocking, I might as well attack. It's really a shame though, because he's going to be able to get in 6 points and kill my guy. And then next turn I'm going to play this and like kill one of his guys. And it's still really bad for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get boned. Cruise this, attacks for 8. Kills my guy, leaves me with nothing. I can't even deal with that. If he has literally nothing left, I can play my Raiders and trade for this. And he has a 2 power creature left. Not looking good, I'll say that. Yeah, no. Nothing gets me out of this. I just get destroyed. He's at 17, I'm at 6. Alright, let's begin sideboarding, shall we? This doesn't help. This doesn't really help too much. Infusion might be good in this matchup. I think Infusion might be better than Rebuke. No, Rebuke is good. I'll take out a Prey Upon because of that stupid Sky Sovereign. I would love to play first. Thank you for asking. We got no blue mana. Is it risky? Yeah, this hand does nothing if I don't draw exactly Island. Mulligan. Alright, we got a Rampager and a Tune. I'm going to keep this. Put you on the bottom. Start with a Tune for Island. That's right, I put that card on the bottom for no reason. I will play the 3/4 right away because I feel like a lot of his deck is just trumped by a 3/4. And it's much better than just, you know, doing nothing. Okay. F6. I have a 3/4. Oh, well, I can't block this turn, so that's a good sign. I'll get in for 3, and then I'll play a Rogue Refiner to draw a card. Alternatively, I can play Automaton, which lets me start putting counters on it, but it's just going to get beaten up by that thing. So I'm just going to play Refiner. This will be better anyway to have available. And I'll make him trade the Cobra for this, I guess. It doesn't really matter. They're both 3-power creatures, but this just blocks other things and gets through other things, whereas the Cobra just kills whatever. He has a precise strike in his deck, which if he casts on the correct target is going to blow me out. I'm not logged in. How am I not logged in? I want to log in. Does button not work? What did he do? Carry Zev. Is this first strike? Jesus. I'm gonna just get in with both because Carry Zev doesn't trade with anything. He has the green up, so actually I'm just gonna attack with this. If he blocks and does some kind of tricky thing, I get to infusion it. If he just blocks and trades the Cobra for it, I'll play this and follow up by start putting counters on this thing. Why doesn't the login button work? Do I have another window open? Oh shit. Wrong window. He didn't block. He's just going to take some damage. That's fine. Play Automaton. Leave up infusion if I need it. Why does this button not work? I would like to log in, please. I don't remember my username or password. Let's put this off screen so you guys can't see it. Whose main phase is this? Mine? What's happening? How do I get back to... Oh, here we go. Okay, we're back. What is this? Oh, there's a viewer list. I don't know what's going on. Are you doing something? Am I getting beaten up? Oh, God. I made a mistake. How do I get back to the thing? Close. Okay. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine, don't worry. We're all fine here. I'll just keep attacking with this thing. Whoa, getting aggressive. What's your follow-up play? Going in for 5 when you're at 14 and you could take 3, 6, 7? Interesting. I don't know why you did that. Why did you do that? What's your follow-up? A 2/2? What left the battlefield? Oh, the token left the battlefield. Interesting. So you can play a 4-cost and a 2-cost. Alright, that's not bad. I like that. I never thought that... Oh, wow. That's actually really cool. I didn't think about that. Triggers Revolt. Look at this guy. He's bringing a pretty big badass here. So I think I still go in with both of these now that these are tapped. He can crack back for a good amount, but I don't see it really going too badly. I would rather try to get in the damage. Even if he precise strikes up one of his guys, I can infusion if I really want to, but I might just let it happen. I'm not sure. I haven't thought it that far ahead. I would rather probably malfunction something, but I don't want to waste this on a freaking, like, a 1/3 that, like, gets in for 3 damage a turn. That's not much. I guess the better use of my mana is pumping the automaton. Whoa, putting both of those in front. Okay. 1, 2, and then I only have 3 left. I'm still gonna do it, I guess. I don't know how smart that is. It eats 2 guys for freaking 2 mana, so... I'll just kill both of you guys. Alright. I can't pump my automaton, but at least I killed 2 guys. I mean, it was his whole turn, but he drew a card off of it, so... I don't know, maybe he got the better end of that deal. Do I trade? Oh, he's not even letting me trade with the Cobra. Alright, you get in for 3. This card is cool. It freaking triggered both of these revolts. I like it. I never thought about that interaction at all. If he has a follow-up revolt card, like, that's awesome. Good for you, dude. Or just 2, 3. Whatever. That's fine too, I guess. Alright, so we have 6 mana. We have essentially 6 things. But he's got this stupid Cobra, which is really annoying. At this point, I'm probably just going to once again send in the Rogue Refiner. I would love for him to trade the Cobra for this, but he might not. He might just trade his, like, Emerald Gear Smasher. We'll see what he does. Yeah, he's going to trade the Gear Smasher. You got it, buddy. I'm just going to leave everything up. I can pump this and leave up Rebuke, so I'm fine with that. Also, he can't really get him with Carry Zev. If he tries to, he risks some stuff. We'll see what he does with his mana. We'll let Carry Zev get in, but we're probably going to pump the Automaton and block his token. Block here. If he precise strikes his guy... Okay, he's not doing that. If he precise strikes his guy, I'm kind of okay with him wasting a whole card on that. Because it's just a 1-for-1 trading for a 2-mana spell, so... Yeah, like, he basically took his whole turn just to kill my Automaton, which is a freaking... Like, whatever, your guy dies anyway. I don't care. Alright, so we're definitely Rebuke. Oh, I can't Rebuke it. You got me, bro. You got me. Wow. I should have thought about that. Alright, so now I can't do anything for a while. If he ever has a way to deal with this, I'm going to get busted completely. Yeah, I got to block Carry Zev this time. Block here. Let's see what happens. Oh, you have Menace. Bitch has a Menace. You have another Precise Strike? It doesn't do anything. Are you kidding me? Wow. Alright, I just got beat down. That was bad. So, is there any freaking thing for a... What is this? Intermediate? No, you need 2 match wins. Alright, so we got abused once again in an Aether Revolt draft. How much time have we been playing? We're at 59 minutes and 12 seconds, so I guess we're going to call that a stream. I'm probably going to do another one, actually. It's still early, 12:15. I could easily fit in another one, but this was another disaster. I apologize. If you want some ideas on how to draft and how to be good at draft, I would do the opposite of what you see so far on this channel. I'm still learning the format. I don't know the pick order. For people who are new at draft, there is an order that you should pick up the cards when you're seeing them. I'm not following it. I'm also drinking, which definitely doesn't help. But it's... From what I'm seeing, there's a high variance in this draft format. high variance. I feel like the decks are, I'd say 60 to 70% mediocre to okay cards, and then 30 to 40% ridiculous cards that they're not bombs, but they're so powerful that they will end the game on their own. And if you don't draw them, like I had Gear Hulk in my deck, Torrential Gear Hulk was in my deck, Green Pelt Rampager was in my deck. If I drew those cards when I wanted them, I probably would have just destroyed every time. But if you draw them in the wrong order, like the improvised cards and the artifacts that set them up, you don't draw enough card draw in the early game, you don't draw enough mid-game creatures. Obviously, this happens with every draft format, but this format specifically, unlike the Kaladesh, like the triple Kaladesh format, this one specifically feels like there is a lot more variance in the games where you can draft a ridiculous deck and go 1-2 and there was nothing you could do about it. So I don't know if I could have drafted better. You guys can look over the picks that I made and maybe say, hey, you screwed up bad. Like maybe I should have moved into black early when I saw the Daring Demolition and the Defiant Salvagers. I don't know. But that's it for this draft. I may stream again tonight. I'm not 100% on that. We'll see. Depends on how things go. But thank you for watching. And we might see you again tonight. We might see you again sometime in the future. All right. Bye, everybody.